Good afternoon, everybody. Goeiemiddag almal. Molweni emva kwemini nje. Dumelang. Absheni. Enda. Nikhona na. Andiniva. Good afternoon, everybody. Are you here? Are we at a graduation ceremony? Okay. it's starting to sound a little bit like it. I, for a split second there, thought I might be in the wrong venue. But indeed, we are at the graduation ceremony of the military science faculty, as well as the faculty of theology class of 2025. So we are going to have to start this graduation ceremony properly. If you don't, I'm going to break out in song. So we're gonna have to start it the right way. Are you ready for that? All right. So I'm going to ask everybody, if you can, to please rise. Everybody, if you could stand on your feet. Let's make sure that we start the ceremony properly. Everybody, if you can, please, we'd appreciate it if you could just stand up for us. Because it's a graduation ceremony, and we can't begin it with, good afternoon. We have a phenomenal group of brilliant, some of the best minds in the world graduating here today. And we have to make sure that we honor their achievement in true style. So we're going to do exactly that. We've got some chairs over there. On my count, I'd like you to imagine those chairs are drums. Release your inner spiritual musician. And I want you to bang them as loud as you possibly can. Please don't break the university's chairs. We are trying to foster responsible resource usage. But if you break your fingers, at the very least, you'll have a good story to tell. My second request comes with a warning of good old noise pollution. So we're going to make some noise because that's how you're supposed to start this graduation. Graduates, remember when you submitted that chapter and you thought, my, oh my, this is some of my finest work, until you got the supervisor's comments, right? So this is the moment to let it all out. This is the moment to cheer and celebrate and scream, because you couldn't scream at the promoter, but you can now. For those of you in the undergraduate field, remember those nights of studying, many hours trying to spot what is in the exam paper. You spotted right, because, I mean, look at where you are. So there's opportunity to celebrate here. Family and friends, I must give you good news as well. It means now that they've graduated, there's some momentary reprieve. Your wallets will be fuller now, right? So there will be no more requests for book money, even though we knew it really wasn't for the book money. Your grocery cupboards will be fuller, and your refrigerators will have all of the best Wagyu steaks stacked up without worrying that somebody will snatch them away off to campus. So we've got a reason to celebrate not only their sacrifices over the years, hard work, late nights, little sleep, lots and lots of tears, but also to celebrate the journey that we have all walked to see us to this day. So, are we ready to start this graduation ceremony properly? Near, man, mense. Near. The university's value, one of the values is excellence, and I think we must embody it here today. So I'm going to ask the band to help me too. On the count of 3, we are going to go loud and make sure that we celebrate properly. Are you ready? Are you? Wonderful. So on the count of 3, celebrating the class of 2025 from the Faculty of Military Science as well as the Faculty of Theology. If you are happy to graduate and to celebrate with the graduates here today, on the count of 3 to 1, you'll make a big noise with me. So 3, 2, 1, let's go! Wonderful stuff. I must remember to stick to time, but I almost wanted to say, Aunta tentekele, Aunta tentekele, Aunta tentekele, tekele, antekele, Irenta tentekele. Aunta tentekele siana mare, aunta tentekele, tekele kubo ya tuto tekele, arilena kya batla, ke batla ho apara, ke taba di puo, tabato, hari feliciana marena. Let's make some noise. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Now that is how you start a graduation ceremony, isn't it? Now I am fully convinced that we are in the right place. So good afternoon everybody once more, and welcome to this December graduation ceremony of the University of Stellenbosch. My name is Bantu, and I kindly request your attention as I share a few important announcements with you. Namkelekile nonke kulomsitho wothwaliso sidanga lwale University yase Stellenbosch. Igama lam nguBantu, ayikokuqala komsitho oku. Ndimanje kukwenza izaziso ezimbalwa phambi kokuba kuqalwe ngokusemthethweni. Enkosi ngokuniboleka indlebe zenu. Goeiemiddag allemaal weer eens en hartlik welkom aan elkeen van u by hierdie Desember grade plegtighede van die Universiteit Stellenbosch. My naam is Bantu en ek doen die aankondigings voor ons amptelik met die seremonie begin. Baie dankie vir die aandag. The toilet facilities are behind us and you can get there by first exiting the hall and then entering from the side. All toilet entrances are clearly marked. We also have medical assistance available behind the stage. If you need help, please do not hesitate to approach any of the ushers. Any lost and found items can be handed in at the information kiosk in front of this venue. If you have lost something, you are welcome to inquire there. In the event of an emergency evacuation of this venue, please proceed calmly to the exit closest to you and congregate on the rugby fields between the Dani Craven Stadium and this hall, and that is to my left-hand side. Please follow the instructions of the safety officers as well as campus security staff. For our Muslim graduates, guests, and friends, a prayer room is available in the Sports Sciences building located at the rear of this center, so that's behind the venue to my right-hand side. Signage has been provided to guide you there, and we've got ushers available to assist as needed. Now, onto the graduation itself. We are incredibly spoiled to have with us amazing musicians to entertain us before the ceremony. So please allow me to introduce our world-class musicians, the SU Jazz Quartet, as well as the Stellenbosch University Wind and Percussion Ensemble, conducted by Stuart Martin, and the vocalist is Atule Chula. Please help me in giving them a warm round of applause. The presiding officer for this ceremony is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Sibusiso Moyo. Graduates, when we get to the awarding of degrees, please walk up to the Dean and hand your announcement card to the official. Then, after your name has been read, walk to the presiding officer, bow and allow the hooding by the registrar, turn around for acknowledgement by the audience before you proceed to the end of the stage. Now, I know it's a big moment, and sometimes we forget what to do, and we want it to be absolutely flawless, so we've got you covered, right? If you walk up to the stage, you'll see there's little white tape all over the spots where you need to be. First white line is where you start lining up, and when it is your time, you proceed to the first X marks the spot where the dean will be behind the podium. You hand your announcement card to the dean, who will read your name and then hand your announcement card back to you. Then you proceed to where the presiding officer will be, Professor Moyo, where you will bow before you proceed to the registrar. Now I see salons have made a killing. The fader is in, the hair is hairing, the weaves are weaving. So for those of you with long locks of hair, make sure that you tuck it behind your left ear when you take a photograph. When you bow, so that the photographers can capture the moment perfectly. Otherwise, you won't be forgiven for not giving your family a photo to hang up in the dining hall, all right? And when you're done, you then move over to the last X marks the spot where the registrar will be. You turn around to face the audience, and then everybody will go before you make your way to the end of the stage. Members of the audience, you are welcome to take photographs, but we ask that you please switch off your sound, put your phones on silent, and that you keep them on silent for the duration of the ceremony. Each and every graduate deserves their big moment. Therefore, we request that you do not leave the hall before the whole ceremony has been concluded. Once the procession has left, we respectfully request that you exit the hall swiftly so that cleaning and preparation for the next ceremony may commence as soon as possible. We ask that you please take along any waste items such as water bottles, tissues, etc., and dispose of these safely in the bins outside. Speaking of weaves and looking all snazzy, the Stellenbosch University official photographers are clearly identifiable. You'll see them all around the premises wearing official Stellenbosch University photographer bibs. They've also set up a studio in the sports science building located behind this hall. Graduates, together with their friends and family, are invited and welcome to make use of this service to capture this auspicious moment. Also be on the lookout for the Marty Shop mobile unit for purchasing Stellenbosch University branded items to remind you of the successful academic journey that we are celebrating here today. And at the end of the ceremony, we invite you to the Alumni Clubhouse at the Stal to celebrate your achievements with a glass of something cold. That's next to the Dani Craven Stadium. We do invite you to join us there for the alumni toast. That is to my left-hand side. In adherence to the university's responsible resource usage and sustainability principles, each graduate has been provided with a graduation publication. For those guests and family that would like to follow the proceedings, there's a QR code on your chairs that you can scan, and it will take you to the online version of the graduation publication. Here's a piece of good news. This graduation ceremony can be followed live via live streaming from anywhere in the world. We know many of you would have loved to have some of your family and friends here. You can share the following web address with them. That is www.su.ac.za/streaming. Graduates, friends and family, ons is bykans gereed om met die plegtigheid te begin. Ons vra dat u sal opstaan vir die akademiese prosesie en sal bly staan tot nadat ons die nasionale lied gesing het. Lixesha lokuba kuqalwe ngomsitho. Sicela wonke umuntu aphakame ngexesha kungena isithwalandwe eholweni. Sime njalo ukuze kuculwe umhobe wesizwe. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends, graduates, please rise for the academic procession and remain standing until after we have sung the national anthem. Thank you very much and do enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. We can do better than that. We'll try again. I know it's late, but we should try to have more energy. Good evening, everyone. Molweni. Goeiemiddag. We will begin the proceedings by singing to the South African national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. So let's show some appreciation for our musicians, the Stellenbosch University Jazz Quartet, as well as the Stellenbosch University Wind and Percussion Ensemble, conducted by Stuart Martin. You can just give them a clap. And vocalist Atule Chiwula for the national anthem. So the musicians will now leave us, so let us give them another round of applause as they leave the room. Thank you. I hereby declare this congregation of Stellenbosch University duly constituted. So at the start of this graduation ceremony, we as the academic community, parents, partners, family, and friends are deeply grateful for the privilege to be here today to celebrate our graduates' success. To this end, I invite you all to remain seated while we observe a devotional or prayer moment, granting each other the space to do so according to our various secular and religious perspectives. So let's take a moment for devotion. Thank you for that. Bye, Danki, Nkosi Kakulu, and thank you once again. So a very warm welcome to the 11th graduation ceremony of December here in Kutsenberg Center. A warm welcome as well to our Chancellor's Award recipients, Mr. Ibrahim Abrahams and Dr. Leslie Van Roy, along with their guests. I want to also acknowledge, if you look behind you, we have the whole military South African Defense Force with us and also on stage. So I want to start by welcoming General Shongai, who is the Chief for Human Resources for the South African National Defense Force. Where's the General? Oh, yes. Can you stand up, sir, so that we acknowledge you? Thank you. Can you just give him a clap? Thank you for joining us, sir, and we thank you for your support as well. And then Vice Admiral Mkonto, who's also with us. Vice Admiral Mkonto. Thank you for joining us as well. And then Major General Tice as well, and Army Command Council that are present with us. And then we have Brigadier General A.J. De Castro as well. Thank you for joining us, and we really thank you for being with us today. We also want to extend heartfelt and welcome to our generous and valued funders this year. So this year we have the philanthropic donors who have enabled us support an exceptional 10,803 students to continue their educational journey. Ons dank oprecht vir bydraes tot die suskes van ons students. So we want to thank you really for supporting our students as well. So in addition to all of us present here, we also have online guests who have joined the proceedings via the live streaming. We trust that it will be a memorable experience for our candidates, family, and friends. So my name is Sibusisa Moyo. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation, and Internationalization, a mathematician by background, and very privileged today to be amongst the military faculty and also the theology faculty. So we can say that God is indeed with us today. And we are protected not only by the divine intervention, but also physically by our military colleagues. And then on my left is Professor Nico Koopman, our Deputy Vice Chancellor for Social Impact, Transformation, and Personnel. And then we also have the Acting DVC Strategy, Global, and Corporate Affairs, Professor Samuel Chancellor, who's also with us on my left, next to Professor Koopman. And then on my right, I have the registrar, Dr. Ronelle Retief. She is responsible for the academic administration of the university, inclusive of the graduation ceremonies. So the fact that we are here and it's well organized also is an attribute to our registrar and her team as well. And next to her is Ms. Penny van der Bank, the Deputy Registrar for Governance, Ethics, and Compliance, who makes sure that we all behave and follow the rules as required. Then we have the Acting Dean of Military Science, Dr. Funky Monama. Of course, he needs no introduction to most of you in the military faculty, as he is the Dean of the faculty. And thank you for joining us, Dr. Monanga, for this meeting. Where is he? Where's our Dean? Yeah, so people see you. You will see him a bit more later. And then we've got Professor Ivan Enrico, the Acting Vice Dean for Teaching and Learning, also and Research at Military Science, who is there. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. And then we also have, from the Faculty of Military Science, Professor Michelle Nell, the Vice Dean of Social Impact and Personnel. And then we also have the Dean of Theology, who's joining us, Professor Reggie Nell, who is on my left, and as you can see, yeah, so of course he needs no introduction as well to most of you, this being the theology faculty's ceremony as well. So at Stellenbosch University, we believe that multilingualism is an asset. So in the spirit of mutual respect for languages and cultures, inclusivity and having a welcoming culture, that we are fostering as an institution, I want to request Dr. Tozake Simon Trezula to direct a few words of welcome in isiXhosa. Is Doc here? He's not here. So if he's not here, is there anyone who can do a welcome for us? Thank you so much. And you can as well introduce yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Vice Chancellor. Sifuna ukunqwenelela bonke abazawuthi namhlanje ngokuhlanje bathweswe izidanga zonke ezobugqirha ukuya kwi-masters ne-honors. Siyavuyisana kunye nani. Ibingumsebenzi omhle ukusebenza nani kwi-classrooms ngamaxesha onke nokwenza umsebenzi wenu ngokundilisekileyo. Sininqwenelela ke okuhle ze kuthi kwabo banomnqweno okokuba bahambe bayosebenza ningasilibali Stellenbosch University. Nisoloko nijonge ngasemva because this is home, eli likhaya lenu, ikhaya laseStellenbosch. Sinomnqweno ke kuba aninini nonke abanxibe izidanga namhlanje zobugqirha. Kumnqweno wethu into kokuba njengokuba nisiya emsebenzini, nibuye nizowuthweswa kwakhona nifane nabanye aba kwizidanga zebugqirha. Sinqwenelela kunye neefemeli zenu, abazali abathe bachitha imali zabo benifundisa khona ukuze nibe nako uphumelela. Sibulela unyamezela kwenu bazali. Namhlanje nizowubona lo msitho umhle kangako wothweso zidanga kwiUniversity yaseStellenbosch. Nakuni sithi hunju, uThixo abe nani, nani nibavuyela abantwana benu, nincedisane kunye nabo, abayeni benu, abalapha namakhosikazi enu, namhlanje wathwesa izidanga sithi kuni hunju, nikhule kwimfundo, nibheke phambili. Niliqhayiya le-University of Stellenbosch. Enkosi Vice Chancellor.
Hi, siyabonga kakhulu. Enkosi. So now, before we start the main business of the day, allow me a few short remarks. So today we are celebrating the combined graduation of the faculties of military science and theology. So across Stellenbosch University, December 2025 marks a historic milestone for us. We have the highest total number of qualifications ever awarded in a December graduation. Undergraduate qualifications have increased by 6.7%, postgraduate graduations by 4.9%, and doctorates by 11.8% compared to 2024. And for the very first time in our institution's history, we have more female doctoral graduates that outnumber the male doctoral graduates. So today we also celebrate, of course, the two faculties whose contributions to knowledge, leadership, and service are vital to society. The Faculty of Military Science has recorded an increase in total qualifications this year and continues to strengthen its postgraduate profile. We are proud to be conferring 2 PhDs, both in military science, alongside a record number of postgraduate degrees. So this reflects the faculty's deep commitment to research that shapes strategic thinking, national security, and military professionalism. So the Faculty of Theology is one of the university's high-growth faculties this year, with an impressive rise in qualifications across all levels. We're especially proud of the 11 doctoral candidates being awarded today, the highest in 5 years, I believe, that the faculty has achieved. So that's a big achievement as well. So these PhDs span research fields such as missiology, systematic theology, practical theology, church history, and New Testament studies, reinforcing theology's enduring relevance in a complex and changing world. To every graduate, your achievement today reflects years of dedication, discipline, and perseverance. Whether your work strengthens defense and security or enriches understanding, compassion, and spiritual leadership, you carry forward Stellenbosch University's mission to serve society through excellence. So congratulations to each of you and to your families and supporters who helped make this moment possible. We honor you. We look forward to the impact you will make in the years to come. We know that our country, the continent, faces a number of challenges, but also brings great opportunities. So we hope that with your degrees that you will thrive and contribute to the development of our country and the continent at large. I will now confer on the candidates who are presented to me the respective qualifications.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I request you to confer the candidates whom I'll present to you the degree Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Theology. The supervisor concerned will give a brief outline of the dissertation. Visie-kanselier, ek versoek u om die graad dokter in die wysbegeerte in die fakulteit Theologie aan die kandidaate wat ek aan u voorstel te verleen. Die betrokke promotor sal telkens 'n kort verklaring oor die proefskrif doen. Emmanuel Foster Asamoah, with dissertation, The Translation of Neologisms in Matthew 5-7 in the Asante Twi Twere Krokon. Supervision provided by Professor Marius Johannes Nel.
Vice-Chancellor, this study addresses translating ancient biblical text using neologisms to enhance understanding. Applying dynamic lexical equivalence and neologistic Bible translation theories, it creates a systematic framework for formulating neologisms. The proposed model ensures theological fidelity, cultural intelligibility, and linguistic precision, thereby advancing biblical translation methodology. I request you to confer the degree PhD in New Testament on Emmanuel Foster Asamoah.
Isaac Ayisi Kumi, with dissertation, a theological and missiological study of the role of the miraculous in the doctrinal beliefs and practices of the Church of Pentecost, Ghana. Supervision was provided by Professor Peter White.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this study explores the contemporary relevance of miracles in the Church of Pentecost, focusing on their theological and missiological significance, using a phenomenological approach grounded in lived experiences and Steve Bevance's 6 models of contextual theology. The research examines how cultural and historical context shape beliefs and the miraculous. The finding shows that whilst miracles remain central to the Church of Pentecost identity and mission, their expression has evolved. The study also highlights tension between Pentecostal theology, medical science, traditional healing practices. It concludes by offering practical recommendations to sustain the miraculous in African Pentecostalism and its global expansion. I request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Missiology on Isaac I.C. Kumi.
Willem Jacobus Benjamin Engelbrecht, with dissertation met proefskrif Geloof en Getuienis, 'n sistematies teologiese ondersoek na die verhouding tussen geloofsoortuigings en gestaltegewing binne die gereformeerde belydenis tradisie. Die supervisie was gelewer deur Professor Robert Roux Vosloo.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this study examines constructions of the relationship between faith and witness within the Reformed confessional church tradition, drawing on the work of the Swiss theologian Karl Barth and the South African theologian Dirkie Smit. The study outlines a dynamic and self-critical hermeneutical framework for integrating confessional identity and public witness. I request you to confer the degree on Willem Jacobus Benjamin Engelbrecht.
Marco Lagrange, with dissertation, Missional Worship and Social Capital Formation amidst the challenges and opportunities afforded by the Fourth Industrial Revolution, a practical theological study in the Dutch Reformed Church, and the supervision was provided by Professor Cas Johannes Weppener.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, through a qualitative empirical case study approach, combined with a conceptual literature study on missional worship, social capital, and the Fourth Industrial Revolution, this study explores the differences in the appropriation of in-person and online worship services and the impact thereof on the missional involvement on congregations. In light of the findings, a liturgical praxis theory is developed to assist congregations to critically evaluate and enhance integration of new technologies into worship practices. I request you to confer the degree on Marco Lagrange.
Philippus Bernardus Malherbe, met proefskrif Missionale Eklesiologie en Hermeneutiek van die Kerkreg, 'n teologiese ondersoek in gesprek met Leo J. Kofferman na aanleiding van kerkregtelike diskoerse in die Neder-Duitse Gereformeerde Kerk. The supervision was provided by Dr. Nadia Marais. In her absence, Professor Robert Vosloo will present the candidate.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this study offers a systematic theological framework for developing a hermeneutic of church polity from the perspective of missional ecclesiology, in conversation with leading Dutch theologian Leo Kofferman, and argues that a liturgical form of church polity can enhance ecclesial life by fostering a missional hermeneutic. I request you to confer the degree on Philippus Bernardus Malherbe.
Hedman and Klapo, with dissertation, Mission as Liberation and Justice, a missiological exploration of the lived experience of the Zwelihle community. The supervision was provided by Professor Peter White.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this study explores the lived experiences of Zwelihle residents through a missiological lens, using Black theology and mission as liberation and justice. The research identifies systemic marginalization, unemployment, poor housing, and service delivery failures as key community issues. The land issue emerged as central to their identity, human dignity, justice, and the local churches are seen as both a place of refuge and potential agent of change, though sometimes complicit in silence. It argues that a credible missiological response to these findings must affirm Black identity, dignity, and agency, fostering solidarity and transformation in post-colonial African context. The study advocates for a holistic community-engaged mission rooted in Imago Dei, theo-decoloniality, and the prophetic action of churches. I request you to confer the degree on Headman Ntlapo.
Callisto Kasuku Odede, with dissertation Power Disputes, Missiological Dialogue between Strategic Level Spiritual Warfare and African Religions. The supervision provided by Professor Henry Mbaya.
Madam Deputy Vice Chancellor, the study investigates the connection between the powers and principalities as taught by some Western missiologists on the subject of strategic level spiritual warfare and mystical powers as experienced in African religions. The study engages the dialogue between these two perimeters and examines where there is continuity or discontinuity or embracing hostility. In addition, the study investigates why some Pentecostal Christians in Africa, particularly Neo-Pentecostal, seem to identify with these teachings. Madam Deputy Vice Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Missiology, upon Callisto Kasuku Odede.
Monty Pieter Saad, met proefskrif Die ontvangs van 'n belydenis. 'n Ondersoek na die ontvangs van die belydenis van Belhar in die NG Kerk met verwysing na 2011 tot 2015. Die studiebegeleiding was voorsien deur Professor Robert Roel Vosloo.
Madam Deputy Vice Chancellor, the Belhar Confession was adopted in 1982 in draft form by the then Dutch Reformed Mission Church. This study provides an in-depth critical theological evaluation of its reception within the Dutch Reformed Church, with an emphasis on the process that followed the decision in 2011 to incorporate it into its confessional basis in a church-orderly manner. I request you to confer the degree on Monty Pieter Saad.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer on the candidate whom I will present to you the degree Doctoral of Philosophy in the Faculty of Military Science. The supervisor concerned will give a brief outline of the dissertation. Louis Andries Bester with the dissertation, The Evolution of the South African Special Forces, 1989 to 2024, supervision provided by Professor Abel Jacobus Esterhuizen.
Thank you. Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this study by a South African Special Forces operator provides a historical and descriptive analysis of the evolution of South African Special Forces since the end of the border war in 1989. It concludes that despite institutional and structural changes, because of political necessity and financial constraints, the training and standards of our special forces are still comparable with those of special forces in the rest of the world. The research highlights the persistent lack of conceptual clarity on the South African special forces function and poor understanding of the task of our special forces on deployment. This often leads to mixed results in employing the South African special forces on operations. Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree Doctorate in Military Science on Louis Andries Bester.
It's okay, it's good. Hendrik Sneijers with the dissertation, Commandant Adolf Johannes de la Rey, a military political biography, supervision provided by Professor Evert Philippus Kleinhans.
Madam Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Adolf Johannes Dolf de la Rey remains overlooked despite a notable military and political career and is largely overshadowed in history by famous relatives such as the renowned General Koos de la Rey. After serving in the Second Anglo-Boer War and the First World War, he became a United Party politician and a fierce opponent of the nationalists. Critically, as a national leader in the 1950s War Veterans Action Committee, also known as the Torch Commando, he campaigned against the disenfranchisement of the colored population. While he is historically marginalized as the other De la Rey, this study reclaims his significant role in South African history. I request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Military Science on Hendrik Sneijers.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the following qualifications in the Faculty of Theology. Vice-Rector, ek versoek u om die volgende grade en diplomas in die fakulteit Theologie te verleen. The qualification Master of Philosophy, die kwalifikasie Magister in die wysbegeerte. James Jacques Strydom. die kwalifikasie Magister in die Theologie, the qualification Master of Theology. Dundas Derrick Clark, cum laude. Jacques Albert John Haynes, cum laude. Jurgens Philippus Prinsloo, cum laude. The qualification Master of Divinity, Magister Divinitatis. Nicola Besaidenout will be hooded by a father, Professor Jacques Besaidenout, cum laude. Hercules Boshoff, cum laude. Tesnay Michel Coetzee. Johan Gerard J.G. de Bruin, cum laude. Dean du Plessis will be hooded by his uncle, Professor Lambert Engelbrecht. Ravel Frans. Cara Hutton, cum laude. Dian Keiter. Alida Aldi Serfontein, cum laude. Stefan Smith will be hooded by his mother, Mrs. Sybil Smith, cum laude. Reg. Iney van Sail, cum laude. Die kwalifikasie nagraadse diploma in teologie, the qualification postgraduate diploma in theology. Priscilla Boysen. Michelle Botha. Natalie Renee Brown. Moline Chingoza. Sean Kutsie, cum laude. Nicole de Weer. Samkelo Jada. Gideon Lou, cum laude. Velishwa Nchume. Brittany Jo Turin, cum laude. Lulama Gwyneth Vazi. Die nagraadse diploma in teologie in Christelike bediening, postgraduate diploma in theology in Christian ministry. Dani Christian de Klerk, cum laude. Christian Heath. Die graad baccalaureus in die teologie, bachelor in theology. Tamsin Adonis. Gilles Anthony. Nandi Baleni. Chastity Brisis. Chastity. Ayabonga Abongile Dondi. Daniel Lynn Johannes. Brucine Jones. Abigail Julies. Stephen Ludik. Ishmael Mabena. Jean-Paul Matthew Malgas. Shanae Linda Mathieu Felix. Nontubeko Miliho. Ntlantla Blessing Mkandi. Joshua David Sudokus Maton will be hooded by his father, Dr. David Maton. Mbulelo Crosby Mzingelwa. Sisiwe Mtsomboi. Daniel Bjork Paulse. Simpiwe Mkwachu. Francisca Pondani. Tanyika September. Sifungo Siochula. Danae Smith. Joan Franco Unique Schnell. Ashwin Spoctor. Cassidy Stevens. Kirsty Lee Stevens. Joshua Timothy van Rooyen. Sunique van Wyk. Klasina Zimri. The qualification Bachelor of Divinity or die kwalifikasie Baccalaureus Divinitatis. Frederik Josephus Cronje. Sean Gwyneth Hain. Amy Sitzer. Nomtandazo Chala.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the following qualifications in the Faculty of Military Science. The qualification, Master of Philosophy in Defense Studies. Abidemi Olusei Agano. Pete Rambatsa Zaza. Thor Nelson Fredericks. Bason Goussard. Samson Kalat Kumalo. Mangoba Victor Manyati. Jabulani Amos Mboto. Pumla Ngakamba. Ngakamba. Peter Roos. Pumzile Shingangi. Simpiwe Templeton Singoi. Oscar Charles Feliun. Boniface Kipkemboy Yebei. The qualification, Master of Military Science. Rehab Khomotso Botlholo. Itumeleng Gift Chokwe, cum laude. Liam Connor Delany, cum laude. Caroline Komsana. Maputle Matabane. Lucanyo Lesedi Matiwan. Isaac Sebolai Mufukeng. Yasin Patel. The qualification, Bachelor of Military Science Honors. Nicholas de Jong. Elena Emmanuel. Kaylee Fisher. Chad Flynn, cum laude. Shonay Herbert. Mohaumane Khaorelo Khapula, cum laude. Zanele Nicolette Khomo. Kiamoretswe Kunov. J.D. Royal Leonard. Ingo Marman. Pradexis Mafifi. Offense Malupe. Aida Mamba. Nelly Manamela. Wontle Mangwani, cum laude. Catherine Tsirofazo Molobele, cum laude. Nganyiso Sipekhona Ndlovu. Humbulane Ndo, cum laude. Cecil Zama Peche. Makalo Julius Pomotsa, cum laude. Odirile Pitswana, cum laude. Shanae Reuters. Bulelwa September. Masiro Shebe. Pedro Tau. Natasha Thomas. Freddy Tokozani Chauke. Mosela Patricia Tsupa cum laude. Tian van Skalkvik cum laude. The qualification postgraduate diploma in defense studies. Michael Agienim Boateng cum laude. Joao Miguel Matos Amorim. Mudikwe Peter Borog. Ryan Puota. Nomtandazo Maria Ditire. She was waiting for it. Andre Greileng. Juanita Emerencia Katz. Kifilwe Brenda Pell Leo. Okay. Scott Alexander Loki cum laude. Nopi Iseo Machelerisse. Rochelle Meyers. Shemaine Mostert. Andre Potberg. Palesa Dorothy Selemela. Sindisiwe Shezi. Eltricia Terreblanche cum laude. Nyabane Eric Tamara. The qualification Bachelor of Military Science. Chester Adams. Rosandre Diamonds. Tsepo Jeremela. Ngebo David Dubazani. Desiree Deiker. Rochelle L. Kevin Farrell. Leletu Gavu. Ofenze Gona. Alton Govender. Sinetemba Hina. Tamsin Wolfmester. Zandre Joseph. Neo Hotze. Puti Rosalind Lamola. Craig Grant Leeson. Katlego Makgetla. Marvin Malebu Manganye. Tato Maretela. Keneile Aleta Meti. Tshegofatso Mohlomi. Mpho Precious Mukhuane. Boago Moremedi. Simon Tumelo Ndlovu. Mvulawa Nemoturi. Divuane Ngwana. Sekiwe Nxele. Dwayne Skrieder. Bongani Freedom CBC. Ngululeko Vilagasi. David Mark Wilson. Silindile Kolo. The qualification, Bachelor of Military Science in Defense Intelligence Studies. Mamuhau Makaku. Thabo Mwepi. Banyepi Bafana Nyanda. Ofenze Ingrid Pofuagai. Tabang Jeremiah Pito. Florence Matsatsi Sebola. Morgan Chesul Sylvester Sneeman. Darion Steenkamp. The qualification, higher certificate in military studies. Tato Raini Apiri. Richard Arthur Sem. Mogorosi Kevin Bareki. Roden Robert Bell. Lucas Halatia. Johannes Bernardus Adam Hasbrook. Aubrey Mkolosi Halom. Nkosinati Abraham Maluleke. Hepson Marongere. Constant Mberu Kunodzia. Justice Lehlogonolo Moroa. Ntabiseng Christine Muleleki. Bonaventure Mupishi. Matthias Musungu Nabudola. Collins Ngansa. Rhino Morne Reiters. Antonio Swart. Aman Thakur. Warren Yvette Tidbury.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the respective qualifications on those candidates whose names have been presented to you but who could not attend in their absence.
I confer the respective degrees on the candidates in their absence.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, an outstanding feature of institutions that focus on excellent performance is that top achievers receive acknowledgement on different levels and in different ways. In the context of Stellenbosch University, this recognition includes the Chancellor's Awards, which focus on sustained excellence in research and innovation, learning and teaching, transformative social impact, professional service, and administration. At this specific ceremony, the Chancellor's Award for 2025 will be given to two recipients. And I have pleasure in presenting the following motivation in respect of colleague Ibrahim Abrams, and I would like him to stand. Mr. Ibrahim Abrams' career is defined by excellence, adaptability, and principled leadership in education, law, and human resources. He was a primary school educator for 11 years, forming strong and lasting bonds with learners. After earning his LLB summa cum laude from the University of the Western Cape, he excelled in the legal profession, becoming a partner at Bowman's. There he advised senior executives, universities, including Stellenbosch University, major corporates, and government bodies on complex employment law matters, restructuring processes, and high-profile litigation. Since joining Stellenbosch University in 2017 as Director Employment Relations and frequently as Acting Chief Director for Human Resources, he has strengthened policy frameworks, expanded the role of employment relations, and ensured stable, constructive labor relations. His leadership contributed to major policy reforms, streamlined appointment processes, the establishment of a mediation panel, and the university's exemplary record of no adverse CCMA or labor court rulings since 2009. His vision positions the division of HR as a strategic, people-centered partner, emphasizing well-being, transformation, and inclusive engagement. This aligns with his initiative to integrate employee well-being into employment relations, especially from August 2025. Colleague Ibrahim also serves on various professional bodies, and he is deeply committed to humanitarian, fairness, and justice causes. Widely respected for his integrity, judgment, and service, he is a highly worthy candidate for the Chancellor's Award for Excellent Professional Services. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to present the Chancellor's Award to colleague Ibrahim Abrams. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, our second recipient this evening is Dr. Leslie van Rooij, and I have the privilege to present the motivation. Dr. van Rooij has served Stellenbosch University for nearly 18 years in key leadership roles. As Deputy Residence Head of Huis Marais and Huis Visser, and later Residence Head of Simonsberg, he developed a deep understanding of student life. In 2010, he became the founding director of the Frederik van Zyl-Slabbert Institute for Student Leadership. In 2018, he was appointed as the university's first senior director for social impact and transformation. Under his leadership, social impact was reframed from community interaction to a more comprehensive paradigm. He strengthened the university's societal partnerships, amongst others through the Rector-Mayor Forum and his work with various civil society organizations. Dr. van Rooij also led the formation of the Center for the Advancement of Social Impact and Transformation, integrating the Transformation Office and the Social Impact Division. and he positioned also TREK, a program that supports mathematics and science development in disadvantaged schools, into the broader offering of social impact. Dr. van Rooij spearheaded the university's first transformation policy, the first visual redress policy, and a week ago, the social impact, the first social impact policy of the university. He played a crucial role in major institutional processes linked to, amongst others, the university's response to the recommendation of the Gampepe Commission of a little more than 2 years ago. His leadership also extends to arts and culture, the University Museum, Woordfeers, Words Open Worlds, and the internationally acclaimed University Choir. Colleague Leslie van Rooij is trusted, and he fulfills his task in a research-informed manner. He is indeed a highly deserving candidate for the Chancellor's Award. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I request you to present the Chancellor's Award to Dr. Leslie Bernard van Rooij.
You don't want me to embarrass you. I promised to ululate. Does anybody know how to ululate? Like, congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for that. Let's give another round of applause. Thank you so much. So we have now reached the conclusion of awarding of qualifications, and on behalf of Stellenbosch University, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of you who has received a qualification today. This is a remarkable achievement, and we celebrate this special milestone with you. Stellenbosch University is you, and the more than 230,000 alumni across the globe who are connected to Matiland in many ways that are as diverse as you all are. Matis are everywhere, and wherever we encounter them, we are always impressed by their meaningful contributions that they make to society. We also expect you, our graduates, to continue contributing in the many ways that you do to protect our society, but also to improve the well-being of other people within the different communities where you find yourselves. So more and more alumni stay connected to Stellenbosch University by joining alumni chapters all over the world. And at the moment, there are about 52 alumni chapters, counting from Namibia to Hong Kong, San Francisco to Dubai. Thousands of Matis are connecting and reconnecting with the university in meaningful ways wherever they find themselves. So please keep in touch. In 2025, we hosted 165 alumni engagements in 17 countries across the globe, engaging more than 10,000 alumni in person. So remember, the alumni office is your lifelong link to your alma mater, Stellenbosch University. So stay in touch with us on social media, and for those of you who took pictures today, please remember to post them so that we can see them, and I think you have time to get more pictures outside, I hope. And then if you need to visit our social media website, you can find the alumni pages on www.matisalumni.com. If you miss Matiland too much, you have good reason to return every year to attend our annual homecoming and family weekend for alumni. The next year's dates have been set for Thursday, 10 September to Saturday, 12 September 2026, so please diarize that date. For now, we also want to invite you over to the Alumni Clubhouse at Distal after this ceremony to celebrate your achievements with a glass of bubbly. That's next to the Danny Craven Stadium on my left. On your side, it will be on your right because you are facing this way. Okay. You are more than welcome to head over in your academic attire, but please remember to return it afterwards. So again, congratulations to my colleagues who've been very helpful, in many ways, Mr. Ibrahim Abrahams and Dr. Leslie Van Roy on receiving the Chancellor's Award for Excellence today. So we really congratulate you and wish you both the best in your future careers as well. So thank you for your commitment to the institution. And now I want us to really congratulate every one of you. First of all, I would like to ask the graduates to stand up to really acknowledge the support of our families, the parents, the friends, and everybody who's contributed to your success. And if you can show that with more energy than the parents, usually we find the parents and relatives and everybody is more energetic. So can we try to just acknowledge on a count of 3 to just thank our parents, relatives, friends, our educators who've really helped us to be where we are today. So 1, 2, 3, can you ululate? Okay, I'm assuming that's your best. Is that your best? Okay, thank you very much. You may be seated. And then I know that there are relatives in the group who didn't have enough time to show their gratitude and happiness. It's such a burden lifted, isn't it? No more excuses, long hours at work, and so forth. So let's ask the parents to stand up, and all the other relatives and supporters, and our military team, so that you can show our graduates how to. Thank you, Siyabonga, Danki, and then Kosi, Siyabonga. Thank you so much, colleagues. So just again to say, thank you so much, and congratulations again to the parents, spouses, family, and friends with the achievement of your loved ones. I think it will be, of course, most appropriate for you to continue supporting them in their future ventures. And those of you who haven't done a doctorate and master's degrees, we would like to encourage you to do that. So you see, there's more to life than just the first or second degree. So we want to encourage you to keep in touch and also to come back to study with us. So we have now reached, of course, the conclusion of the proceedings. So I hereby declare this congregation of Stellenbosch University officially closed. So please stand and rise and remain standing while the academic procession leaves the stage. Thank you very much. And